Okay, here are your answers to 33 and 35. The five-step process. Okay. 33 is talking about a mathematics assessment test. So, step number one, it claims that the more than 275, if you see it in the reading. Okay, so we're talking about the mean, which is more than 275. That's the claim. Okay, so all other values are less than or equal to 275. Then you have your null and alternate hypothesis, which is mu is less than or equal to 275, mu is greater than 275, and that's your claim. Okay, that's step one. All right. Step two is a right tail test because of the alternate hypothesis. The level of significance is 0.04. So when you look that up to find your critical z value, it's 1.75. That's the closest value. All right, and that's step two. Step three is you plug into the formula to find your z value, your z test statistic. And the mean you found from the sample of 85 eighth graders is 282 minus the original mean of 275 all over the standard deviation of 35 square root of n, which is 85. Okay, plug that all in your calculator. It's a z value, so it goes 2 decimal places. So it's 1.84. Okay, for your z value. Now, remember, you're shading away. Okay, shade away from the center. So step 4, you have a p-value. If you look up the 1.84, you get 0.9671. Okay, and since you shade away, you would have to do 1 minus 0.9671. Or if you just looked up negative 1.84, you would get the 0.0329. Now you're comparing that to 0.04. So since it's less than or equal to, okay, you are going to reject the null hypothesis. Okay? And then step 5 from your table, you're rejecting the null hypothesis. Your claim is the alternate hypothesis. So there is enough evidence, and you'd have to write it all out, to support the claim. Okay? So what was the claim? That the mean was greater than 275. So we support it based on this data. Okay? But you could just follow right with the notes exactly. Okay? And just put those answers in. Okay? So that's it. So the next one, number 35, they're talking about tea drinkers. Okay? And they're talking about 8 gallons per year. So 35. And again, it says more than 8 gallons. So step 1, mu is more than 8. That's your claim. Mu is less than or equal to 8. The null and alternate hypothesis, mu less than or equal to 8. Mu is greater than 8. These steps that I show, this is the exact way they need to be done. Okay? Especially on your hand-in assignment on Friday. You got to show them. Everything needs to be labeled, and it's got to be precise. Okay, 2, it's another right tail test. Okay, it is 0.07. So I just went right to 0.07. I looked up 0.07, found the closest value. Okay, remember in here, 0.07, and it was 0.0694 was closer. So I got negative 1.48, but it's positive. So 1.48. Okay. Or what you would look up is 0.9300 and get the 1.48. It doesn't matter, whichever one you want to look up, just as long as you get the right z critical value. That's a z critical value. Step 3 gives you the z test statistic. Okay, so we got to keep everything straight. And remember, we compare p-values with the level of significance. Okay, so step 3, you take the data that you found, So Z equals 7.9 minus 8 all over standard deviation 2.67 square root of 100 people. And that gives you a value of negative 0.37. Okay, that's your Z value. All right, and step 4, you look up that corresponding p-value shaded away, okay, from the center. So this is cumulative area. So it's 0.3557. Compare that to the level of significance of 0.07. So it is greater than. So you fail to reject the null hypothesis. Go to your table. Okay. There is not enough evidence to support the claim. Okay, and you're done. Okay, and if not enough evidence to support the claim, that it's greater than 8 gallons per year. Okay, so that's what you found out from the sample that you comprised. All right, okay, so that's it. Wednesday there'll be a new one. We're just working more with this, but now we're going to do some data problems. Okay, plugging in all the data. So I'll just do one of those, and then give you one to do for homework, and then hand an assignment. So, all right. Stay safe. See you.